Hey, everybody, and welcome to the ComaCast. We thank you for joining us. This is a very special episode.
It is a very special
We've
episode.
been waiting years, but
Years.
um, guys, I'm going to just let Matt say why this episode is so special because this is all him. Matt, why is it special?
Because I am officially an RN. I'm a
Oh my
registered.
God.
I passed my boards exam. I took it Friday. You have to wait 48 business hours to check for your results. However, I took it Friday, so couldn't really check. I wasn't supposed to be able to check till today. Today is Tuesday,
Yeah.
which today was originally supposed to be my exam, and a spot opened up for last Friday, and I just jumped on it because I just couldn't take it anymore. Cody, I don't know if I sent you a picture. So I took a picture of myself right after I took it. You can see like my cheeks aren't as red as they usually are. Like my stress levels have gone way down. So my body has returned to normal. Well, people love this, Cody. So I was sweating. I don't get a lot of test anxiety, but
Yeah.
I did not take the test at school. You take it at a testing center, and there's a couple in San Antonio.
Yeah, you were a lot of sweat.
My cheeks are bright red. Like they are.
They are. It's actually the brightest red
visible.
I've actually seen.
And it's wild. I wasn't super nervous driving there. David ended up just waiting for me. I'm usually a relatively quick test taker. No, I don't rush. I happen to read very, very, very fast. So to combat that, I read every question and answer 3 times before I pick something. Then I pick my answer and I read it one more time and then I move on. Now, some exams you can go back on. Even in most of my school exams, you could not go back on.
Yeah.
This one not go back on. So whatever you decide, you keep going. So it does kind of make you go faster than say you would in a normal test where you can kind of look around and check your work and stuff. You have to be sure before you go. It has it's adaptive. So every time I get a question right, my questions get harder. And it kind of moves all over the place. There's not one specific subject it really follows. And you never, ever, not one person I've ever talked to in all the nurses I know and every one of my peers that have taken it so far, we all walked out going, ooh.
Yeah.
So my results were available at 2:00 Monday morning. I'd been having a scary movie night with a friend, and he had left. David had gone to sleep a little bit before. The friend had left. I was cleaning up the house. I was like, let me just check. And apparently they did not count the business hours. They just did 48 hours. Because I looked Sunday morning and I didn't look again until Monday at 2 a.m. And that's when everybody got text message. I shook David awake. I woke everybody up. I was like, oh my God, I passed.
You did it.
It was a journey. As far as I know, every single person in my cohort so far that has taken it has passed. So I was very, very well prepared because my school put us through a lot of exams, which my complaint was never the amount of exams. It was that they packed like 8 or 9 of them into like 8 days. And that was when my cheeks are the brightest color. And and I think I gained the most weight. I bought a set of scrubs today because my job is out of state. I wanted to have a set just to have. They told me they use navy blue, so I went and bought them. And Cody, I've been dying to show them to you all day. And David bought me an RN pin that I can put on my badge. Like,
Aww, so sweet.
So I sent you my scrub pictures. I took a picture front and back, and I also got a blue jacket a comfortable blue zip up to go with it. Someone told me, it's like, they look a little long. You should try this brand. And I'm like, so I'm a lot taller than you probably think I am.
No, you're a hobbit. No, they're very cute. They're very cute. Remember, everyone thinks you're small and that I'm tall.
I know. And I'm actually like 5 inches taller than you.
Very, very cute.
My shoulders are bigger than one would probably expect from my body. So when I raise my arms, like the backs of my shoulders are larger in proportion to my body. So when I raise my arms in scrubs, it pulls my shirts up. So the lady was like, let's get you these. But she remembered me from when I bought scrubs. She goes, I remember you.
Yeah, you've had a busy April and May. I mean, for people who have wondered why Matt has
also,
been
we're selling the house right now.
Yeah, I mean, what this is all the reason.
Like, 3 days after nursing school, we found an apartment that would do short-term leases that allowed pets. So, and then we had a contract on the house and they wanted to view it like in 3 days and do the inspections. And we're like, so we moved most of the house in 4 days. We have lived in that house for 7 or 8 years. And our house, we do spring cleaning every year. We donate clothes we don't use. We sell stuff that we're not using. We give away stuff that we're not using. Like, we're not hoarders and we don't like extra clutter. So we bought the house. We had our dog who was 60 something pounds. And nothing is more frustrating than when you have pets and stuff's getting knocked over and stuff you're not even using. So we're very much like the practical people. But that house was 2 floors and the apartment's on the 3rd floor. It is June, and it was
Well,
so
you can get some exercise.
I was in so much pain. I don't know, for those who don't follow, I have lupus. So I had a pretty, David's next, just out, you can see a shoulder in the camera. I think I had a pretty bad flare up about a week after school ended. I was in a lot of pain. So we were trying to pack and move, and my hands, I get the arthritis symptoms in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
So my hands and my toes. So I was in a lot of pain. But the apartment does have an on-site gym, which I started going to as soon as we got settled, just a couple days a week. And that has helped ease back the symptoms. But we're in the process of moving. We sold one of our cars to kind of get ready to, do all this. And David's going to be here by himself for a few months. And while he's finishing school. So I'm leaving, looks like mid-July. I will land in Washington State. But I have an appointment in about a week after I land to pick up my badge and everything. What I would like to do is have at least 1 to 2 years of experience. And then I'm going to start the process of getting my nurse practitioner license, which I intend to take a few years to do because I want to let that experience kind of build up and roll over. But I want to make sure that the process has started so I can kind of chip away. I want to chip away at the classes.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like 10 years from now and go, and I think I want to do that because I am 37 now. So I feel a little behind. I'm on my own schedule and that's cute and all. Like, that's great. Like, I don't think I could have done this 10 years ago the way I did it this time. Like, I came out with a very high GPA because I had that mentality of what I wanted to do. I needed over a 3.5 for some of these graduate programs I want. And I can do the graduate programs and not be a nurse practitioner. There's other things I can do, but that's kind of what I want. I want that autonomy. And we all know, like, my goal has been to work in like an LGBT clinic or be a provider, an LGBT provider, because I don't think we get enough. There's not enough of us to care for our community. And I want to be like, I realize there's not enough. So that's what I needed to become and that's how I want to give back to our community. And, like, obviously I have no problem taking care of other people, but I want my focus to be our community because we need providers and to feel accepted. We need to feel comfortable being honest with whoever we're talking to, Yeah, so it's been a lot. Around March 30th, when we came back from spring break, it was like hell week starts now, and then week became month, which became 3 months. So the house did go under contract, and 9 minutes before the lady's contract would have finalized, she backed out because she did not factor in the moving costs for moving. She's moving from a different city in Texas to here. So apparently her realtor had showed her like 40 houses. She picked ours. And our house was off the market for like almost 2 weeks because of this. And she backed out, and we had to put it back on the market and start the whole process over. And we were like, and super frustrating. And so the house is back under contract now, and it's set to close in early, like the first or second week of July, something like that. And so hopefully it's gone because we don't want to. We're living in an apartment on the other side of San Antonio, and we're like, oh my God, paying for both is terrible, especially when one of us is totally unemployed and he has a job. But I mean, we're students. We've been doing the student thing, so we can't work enough hours to like, have anything. So,
well, hopefully that will go through, and then you get your move going, and
this is 4 or 5 years of planning, kind of all hitting at once. Cody, I have some exciting news for you, though. You'll be very excited about this news. So we're going to the Pacific Northwest. However, because cold is a problem for me, we're only renting for a year or so just to make sure I can deal with it. If I cannot deal with it, we have chosen another city to go to.
And what is that?
Any guesses?
Oh, is it San Diego?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, wow, this is taking way longer than I expected. I'm like, oh, I thought you
Well,
would
we have to build up some intrigue,
some
tension.
So,
Oh my god, that would be exciting.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, we're hoping to not have to move again because I don't want
Well,
to.
guys, I'm just hoping that they have to move again. Matt knows this. Any of my friends know. I do care about my friends and I love them so much, but I am very selfish. And so my wants should factor into everybody's decision, honestly. Any decision. No, that would
Yeah, so that was the plan. That would be the plan. Like if I can't deal with the cold, I hope I can, because where we're going to be, it's not really big snow and ice. And I think I've landed a really good job. Like a really good job. I did really good. I'm very happy with that, and I hope I like it. Because you don't know until you never know. You never know until really you get there. Which is why I only bought one pair of scrubs, because they told me navy blue, and that's all. I don't know if it needs embroidered. I don't know if it needs monogram, patched, anything. So I didn't want to spend any extra money on something.
I did want to just mention, it is very sunny and warm in San Diego.
Yeah.
It doesn't get hot. It doesn't get cold. It's just lovely.
So now I have a couple of weeks to exhale and breathe, and then I can finally like settle down. And when I get there, I plan to be there. I'm staying with friends they want me to just stay with them and not spend money, so I can recover from not having a job for 4 years. Can you believe it's been 4 years, Cody, since that conversation?
See, I also told Matt to quit his job.
Yeah, it was great. So officially, Cody, I have completed the entire checklist of things I wanted to do for the reasons I was leaving my job. I wanted to go to nursing school and become a nurse. I wanted to write a book because I said I wanted to write, just because I said I wanted to. And then I wanted to do the podcast, which at that time was just a concept. And so officially, checklist complete.
Okay, time for another checklist.
So my next checklist has already started. One of my personal goals that I am setting aside some of my income for is specifically a personal trainer to help me with diet, and not that I'm doing terribly with it, but because I am getting older and my symptoms they come on a little stronger than they used to, and they come on more suddenly and more painfully. So it's I just want to make sure that I'm very fit and health-wise, making good decisions and taking care of myself. And so I'm kind of going to let somebody else kind of structure my diet a little bit, to make sure I'm getting all those things I need. Because with lupus, you don't get a diagnosis until your immune system is pretty much acting so foolish that, it's registering high enough to start treatment. Treatments are steroids. So up until then, you manage it with diet, exercise, and trying to be healthy. So the healthier I live, the better chance I have of fighting it off. Now, that's not perfect. I'm just very lucky because typically it affects people's kidneys, and my kidney function is fine. I actually had lab testing this week, and it is fine and keeping, because it is Pride Month. And we're going to do a Pride episode. We are going to do a Pride episode because I'm not in school and we are done and we have time to do shit. But on that, my tests came back good, and the big thing is kidney function, especially for me. So I can go on prep, and because it is always good to it's available. So, always be safe, because you just don't know. So I just thought that would be a good idea to just mention that. But that is all for now. So thank you.
Yes, everyone. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you again next time. Bye, everybody.
So, hey guys, we want to remind everyone that you can keep in touch with us on all of our social media channels, whether that is Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. You can do all of that at the ComaCast.
And we definitely love to interact and hear from all of our listeners. All of this is not possible without you guys.